Hey guys, it is Miss She Beauty. As you can tell, something's wrong with my throat. But as you can tell from the title, in this video, I am doing a side-by-side comparison of these two foundations, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation versus this should be a blooper, but Rihanna's Fenty Beauty ProFilt'r foundation. They are both claiming to be matte. I have done separate videos on each. I will link the video for both separate videos below in the description for each of these when I'm done with this video. So if you're interested to find out how I got this look with both of these foundations, you can also go ahead and take a look now. I'm not necessarily telling you which is on which side, but go ahead and guess which is on which side. Look at the video and see if you're right. So let's get started. All right, let's go in and put the Fenty Beauty on one side and the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to switch sides, I think. We're going to put the Charlotte Tilbury on this side and the Fenty Beauty on this side. I decided to switch. I put more of the Sephora Glow on the side that I'll be putting the Fenty Beauty side on. See, now I'm confusing myself, but yes, I'm putting Fenty Beauty over here because I put more of the Sephora Glow, since this is a little bit more matte than the Airbrush Flawless Filter. I have changed to my video camera, my camcorder, because I can speed it up while I'm recording, and that's what I want to do. I don't want to take up a lot of time. Unfortunately, the camcorder doesn't let in as much light as my Canon camera does. But without further ado, let's go ahead and apply the foundation. I will be applying both foundations with a sponge. Alright guys, so as to not mix foundations, I am turning the Beauty Blender on this side. It is damp, and I will be using the Charlotte Tilbury on this side of my face. So let's get started with that. guys, I think right off the bat you're going to see a difference in the type of coverage that these two foundations give. I'm trying to set my camera up a little bit. Sorry to do this while I'm recording. Okay, you guys, so let me get close. I don't want to zoom in too far because I want you guys to see the difference. The line is here. And again, your Fenty Beauty, this is in the color 380, is on this side. Fenty Beauty on this side. Charlotte Tilbury on this side. Again, the Charlotte Tilbury needs to be left on for 5 minutes. 5 minutes or more. I'm saying a good 10 maybe. But right now you see the difference here, and I've put the same primer and glow on both sides of my face. I did put a little bit more on the Fenty Beauty side because I knew it was more matte, but I don't think that affected it. I think what you're seeing is just a different in the type of matte that these two are. Again, this is the Fenty Beauty side. And this is the Flawless Filter side. It looks like to me that, it's just a different type of coverage. Let me zoom in, and it'll probably be better on my other camera to look at. This is the Fenty Beauty side. This is the Airbrush Flawless Filter side. I am going to go ahead and put on, let me zoom out. It just looks like a totally, maybe a different shade, and I don't know. Let me know which side looks like it matches my skin color, especially after we reach the 10-15 minute mark. I am going to go ahead and put some. Alright guys, so now I am going to go ahead and put the eyeshadow on. I should have done that prior because I believe this Huda Beauty, which is what I want to use, yeah, this might give me a little fallout, but I do like this palette. It did come in, I believe, an Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. So let me go ahead and put this on. You'll see me fast time doing this, and we will get this over with so we can go ahead and see how the foundations look with all the other makeup on. Guys, I'm sorry, I had to go. You saw me all of a sudden get up. I just realized I was running really close to being late to pick my daughter up from school, or else I would be going, if I didn't get her on time, I'd be going into aftercare, which means more money. Didn't want to do that, so I totally abruptly disrupted the video to get up and go. But I'm back now, so that leaves us enough time. It is hot outside to see. Let's zoom in to see what my face looks like. Again, remember, Fenty Beauty this side, Fenty Beauty this side. And I am back on my what do you call it? I am back on my camera, not the camcorder. So I'm back. You see there's much more light. So Fenty Beauty on this side. You see that difference? Charlotte Tilbury on this side. And some time has passed. About, I'd say about 40 minutes have passed. 30 to 40 minutes has passed. Charlotte Tilbury. I am in the color 12.5 neutral in Charlotte Tilbury and 380 for Fenty. Let's focus again. Fenty, Charlotte Tilbury. It looks like this has more, this side has a little bit more coverage than this side, the Fenty side. I'm not sure. It looks a little thicker on the skin. It blurs a little bit better. It's looking like it, okay? It could have something to do with, I thought that Fenty would be a little bit more. Let's go ahead and put it on my hand. Both pumps. Okay, this is a Charlotte Tilbury. I'm sorry, you guys. Charlotte Tilbury. And then I'm going to put a pump of Fenty. Alright guys, let it focus. Okay, Charlotte Tilbury is the darker. Fenty. Okay, hold on. That's my daughter. Fenty seems thinner. Look at that. They're in a race. They're in a race. But you can also see the color. Charlotte Tilbury is darker. Fenty is lighter. And look at how much faster the Fenty runs down my hand. So that explains why the, let's just shear it out a little bit on each side. All right. Charlotte Tilbury is the darker. Two different shades. Isn't that interesting? But if you look at my face, which let's let that, okay, so this side is the Fenty. This side is the Charlotte Tilbury. But when you're looking at it, look at how the Fenty dried down. It looks a little darker. And you know, it looks as if I put more coverage over on this side than this side. But I think it's the texture of both of the foundations. So let's zoom out. So my final take on this, I didn't bother putting, let me go wash my hands right quick. All right, so I'm sorry I had to wash my hands. I had too much stuff on my hands. So I can't really give you a final take because I have a few more hours of wear test. But so far my take on them is that it just, to me, it looks like the Flawless foundation has given more coverage. Either that or I put more on, which I don't think I did. The Fenty Beauty, it ended up oxidizing, I think, a little bit faster than the Airbrush Flawless foundation from Charlotte. This is definitely more matte than this side. Fenty Beauty has dried down to look more natural. Charlotte looks more flawless. This looks more natural. And you can see the difference. What I'm going to do is continue to wear this maybe 2 or 3 more hours, and then I'll check back in. I wasn't going to put the what do you call it, blush highlighter on, but I think I'm going to put a little bit on to see how it looks with both foundations. Again, I really do like Charlotte Tilbury's, what are they calling this again? The Glow Gasm wand. The color I'm putting on my face is called Pink Gasm. I dab it on, and I don't put more in the, I don't put more in the little chamber here. I don't push up more because there's still some on the wand left over from last use. So I really don't see any reason in putting on, I'm just putting a little bit down the center of my nose. I really don't see any reason in actually, I forgot what I was going to say, pumping out more, because I don't need a lot of it. So let's go in closer. It's very subtle, but it's there. So yeah, and I put some down the center of my nose. So I'm gonna go ahead and take pictures for the, I know I've had it on for a while, but I'm going to go ahead and take pictures for the thumbnail, is that what they call it? Also, I've got to give it to this mascara. It's called They're Real by, I think this is a Benefit product. Let's see. Yeah, Benefit. I mean, look at my eyelashes. Look at how thick they are. There is another brand that I saw on someone else's channel of mascara. Hold on a second. Okay, guys, sorry. So, sorry about that. I was summoned again. So this is what it looks like on each side. I can't say, let me get back a little bit. I can't say which one. It still looks a little blurry. There we go. I can't say which side I like more. It's just a different finish. And that's the reason why I'm comparing them. Not so much as to say I like one more than the other. If I need a little bit more coverage, maybe Charlotte. For this look, where it looks a little bit more natural, in my opinion, excuse me, it would be Fenty. So that's the two finishes. That's a side-by-side comparison, meaning side-by-side on my face comparison. And I am going to go ahead and wear it for a couple more hours, and I'll check back in with you. Alright guys, I am back. It has been 4 to 5 hours later. I'm sorry I did not make a note of the time that I left you guys and came back. It doesn't matter. I don't have my, it's like 5:31. I forgot what time I actually put it on, but it's been about 4 or 5 hours. I've actually taken a shower, changed clothes, kept this foundation on the whole time. After the shower, I did have to just blot lightly a little bit, but you can see the oils have started to come out, as it does on most foundations, actually probably all foundations, but I haven't tried all foundations. You can see it's come out here a little bit. It hasn't been 8 hours, so just imagine a little bit more coming out. This side is the Fenty Beauty side, and let's take a look. I've got a little oil here, my chin, just a little bit here, and on the Charlotte Tilbury side here, I'm sorry, here, let's see. The coverage on both, I believe, is still there. It's just a different type of finish for each of them, and it's looking like it's oily here. Not as much on this side in this area. So the tip of my nose is a little bit oily, but I have no real creasing. I still have foundation on my face for both sides. I'd say they both did a good job after 4 hours. They both, let me look at the screen sort of focus. Anyway, so I think it did well for both sides actually. I'm trying to find my blotting, it seems like this side, I'm not sure if it's just oilier. I think they're same amount of oily on both sides. It just, because of the finish, it looks a little bit different. For some reason, because of the finish wasn't as matte as the Charlotte Tilbury, the Fenty was not as matte as the Charlotte side. It appears to be more oily. And I'm gonna go ahead and blot with my blotting paper that I've used in the past on videos. Let me go ahead and do that. I do have the Charlotte Tilbury, what is it called? Glowgasm wand, what do you call it? It's like a highlighter blush situation. So here's the oils. There's a little bit of transfer on both sides, but I'm gonna go ahead and blot. I'm gonna blot one more time, and then I'm gonna put translucent powder on. Yeah, my nose, my T-zone area, just like most people, is what gets the oiliest. And so now what I'm gonna do is, let me look in my mirror here. And I'm going to take my translucent powder. I did use this same powder. It's by Physicians Formula. You saw it earlier. I did kind of finish it off on both sides, the application of the foundations with this powder. And I'm gonna go in and I think I'll use this. I have several brushes right here. Let me use this one. I'm just gonna like powder my T-zone, those oily places. This does have argan oil in it and it smells good. It does have fragrance in it, which is not a good thing, but it does smell good. So I'm gonna zoom it in after blotting here. So it's matticized. I surely made that word up. It has mattified and matticized both sides, but you can still see the shade difference. Fenty Beauty, Charlotte Tilbury. And when I put them on my hand side by side, it appeared that the Fenty Beauty, without being sheared out or spread around, was lighter than the Charlotte Tilbury. But now that we're looking at it, because this seems more matte and it dries down different, the Charlotte Tilbury almost looks to be a lighter shade than the Fenty Beauty. So it's just odd the way the chemistry works with your body chemistry and how it dries down. So this has a more natural finish, the Fenty Beauty side. And this, you can see it fills in the pores, I think, a lot more than this fills in the pores. I don't have a lot of pore. I don't have large pores really. But this is more of a matte side, I think. More coverage, let's just say heavier coverage over here with Charlotte Tilbury. So guys, that does end it. If you're wondering what I do have on my eyes, it is a one shade from the Huda Beauty palette. Let me let that. It's a Smoky Obsessions palette, and it is this shade here. Let me let it. This shade here. I just did a one. Let me look at the. I just did a one shade application for my eyeshadow. Wasn't going anywhere special, but I think it's pretty. That has stayed the course. The eyeshadow has stayed on wonderfully. I did not spray my face with any setting spray because I did not want to really alter what can go on with both sides as I wear it. So I like both foundations. I don't like one better than the other. It just depends on the kind of wear and look that I'm wanting to go for that day. I'm thinking that this is a little bit more natural and less matte. All right, guys. I'm not sure when I turn that on, but anyway, so yeah, this is it. I like both sides. I had to brush my eyebrows, but anyway, I like both sides. It's the finishes are different, but they are both pretty. Just depends on what kind of look you're going for. So that is it. It was very interesting in comparing these both side by side. Again, Fenty Beauty was on this side, Charlotte Tilbury was on this side. This is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This is the, what they're calling ProFilt'r Soft Matte. So this is a soft matte. This is, they say this is a soft matte. This is just a matte, flawless matte. So that's probably, this is soft matte. This is, some people call this a demi matte. I don't know what that means, but they're not claiming to be soft or demi. And when you look at both of these side by side, this one is definitely a soft matte, softer than this one. So with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go. Let me know your thoughts on both of these sides. I can definitely tell the difference. You guys can probably tell the difference. I told you what I put on my face, which was the Huda Beauty. The mascara was the Benefit They're Real. And under this foundation, both sides, I used the Sephora Glow Beauty Amplifier. I can't talk enough about this. I love this underneath foundations. I believe this is a dupe for a few of the more expensive amplifying bases that you can put on under your foundation. So anyway, I really like that, and I will let you guys go. 2 thumbs up for both sides. It just depends on what you're looking for. So with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button if you want to be notified of new videos that I put up. I am not consistent. That is my only thing. I'm not consistent. I probably need to get more consistent, but I do my videos as I get the ideas. I don't make promises on when I'll do a video. So if that's working for people, that's fine. I'm fine with that. As far as consistency, I mean, I can't really predict when my beauty boxes are gonna come, so I do the videos as I get them. But I will let you guys go, and thanks for tuning in.